Welcome back to our channel. My name is Brandon.
I'm Siobhan.
And we are Parkers on the Go.
Yes.
So we got a little small cruise coming up next weekend. Would you like to tell them what cruise we have coming up?
Yeah, we will be boarding the Star of the Seas on August 16th of 2025.
Now, in case you've been living under a rock, this is Royal Caribbean's newest ship. It is not quite the biggest ship.
Just a tad bit smaller than Icon. It is the second ship in the Icon class series.
But it did cost $2 billion. So, we have what is called a showcase sailing.
Yes.
Would you like to explain what a showcase sailing is?
A showcase sailing is basically where the cruise lines do short cruises just to test out all the technicalities, make sure everything is properly working, and you can get to experience a ship on shorter sailings without paying the full sailing price.
Yes, so the inaugural for Star of the Seas is actually August the 31st.
Yes.
There is a technical sailing.
Yes.
Then there was a media sailing, and then there are two showcase sailings.
Exactly.
We're going on the first showcase sailing. Siobhan, how much did this showcase cruise cost us?
We paid about $2,200 for the cruise.
Okay, and for comparison's sake, the inaugural is how much?
The inaugural, the cheapest cabin I found on inaugural is running about $3,500 at this point.
So yes, it is cheaper and it is a shorter sailing. We don't have to pay the full $3,500. Now, don't get me wrong. We love a 7-day cruise.
We absolutely do.
We love a 7-day cruise, but we're gonna get in where we fit in.
Exactly.
So initially the Star of the Seas seemed unattainable for us because when it first came out, the prices were $5,000 to $6,000.
It was a little crazy.
So we're like, we're not gonna do that. So maybe 3 or 4 months ago, the opportunity for this showcase came about.
And we took full advantage of that showcase sailing.
Now let's just go ahead and get into it. We've done enough talking, let's get into it.
Let's go. Okay, so let's start with the beast itself. The Star of the Seas is massive.
Calling it a beast is crazy.
It's a beast, man. It's a big ship.
But here we are.
Okay.
So let's define the beast, which is known as Star of the Seas.
Yes.
It is 1,198 feet long. That is 4 football fields. It is 250,800 gross tons.
That's crazy.
It is 20 decks high, so similar to an 18-story building, and maximum capacity of 7,600 guests and 2,350 crew.
Is that like 10,000 people on a cruise ship?
Think, when it is operating at full capacity, it's going to be almost 10,000 people on the ship.
That is bananas at full capacity, but there's only about 5,000 people on our sailing, so we're gonna have a little elbow room.
Yeah, we're gonna have some. Okay, so let's talk about our cabin and how we came about getting said cabin.
Okay, so as you guys may know, or if you're new here, you will find out that we try to be budget conscious and we want to travel for people like you as well. So we initially booked a interior cabin. Once the cabin was paid for, I think it was around like $2,200. Once the cabin was paid for, Royal offers something called Royal Up, which gives you the opportunity once the final payment date has passed to bid for a better cabin or a higher category cabin based on a sliding scale of auction, right? So basically what I did, which is the same thing I did for Icon, is I just went in and I put in the lowest bid on the cabin categories that we were interested in and submitted my bid. But remember, if you do that, you have to put a card on file. If they accept your bid, they will charge your card the amount that you put in, and there you go. You have a new cabin. By us doing that, I was able to put in the lowest bid of $10 per person, because once again, we're still staying within our cruising budget, right? So I put in the lowest bid of $10 per person, and we actually won a Central Park Infinite balcony cabin for $20.
That's a mouthful.
That's a mouthful.
So now, if you're wondering how Star compares to the other Royal Caribbean ships, here's what we found out.
Okay, so Icon of the Seas is very similar. Remember, they're both in the Icon class, except for Icon is going to be selling from Miami and Star is selling from Port Canaveral.
Yes.
Wonder of the Seas is about 15 to 20% cheaper now, but it's also cheaper because once Star was offered, now Wonder is going to 4-day sailing. So it's kind of their weekend ship, which is amazing if you want to try Wonder, which is one of my favorite ships. And the Oasis class ships are about 25 to 30% less expensive, and they're a little smaller than Wonder. So there you go.
And what are the Oasis class ships?
I'm glad you asked.
Well,
let me tell you.
Well, tell me.
Okay, so the Oasis class ships are the Allure of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, Symphony of the Seas, Wonder of the Seas, and Utopia of the Seas.
Probably Utopia's one.
And actually, Wonder was actually supposed to be the last Oasis class ship, and they snuck in Utopia on top of that one.
Did not know.
Yeah, there you go.
The more you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
So just like the Icon, the Star is going to feature some impressive features.
Yes.
Give me some of those features.
Okay, so they did a little bit of tweaking when it came to Star from Icon. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Pearl. Okay, the Pearl has been enhanced. They enhanced it with full color lighting, except for that 1 or 2 tone of lighting, which is going to be dope because that is basically the centerpiece of the promenade as soon as you enter the ship. Next thing, they added 6 water slides, including the tallest slide at sea. 7 pools and 10 hot tubs, one more than Icon, because Icon only had 9. You know, we got to bump it up every time. 40 plus dining venues. That's more than most cities when you break it down to the size of this ship.
Absolutely.
Kid Finder tracking bracelets for parents. That's dope. Absolutely. I think that's absolutely amazing that they added that in. And the first ever Back to the Future musical at sea.
See, this might be one quibble for us not doing the inaugural. Is that I think we're going to miss the Back to the Future musical.
Yes, so when you do preview sailings, you just need to understand that some of the things won't be 100% and they're still going to be in technical rehearsal. So like the Aqua shows, Back to the Future, you're going to see a part of it and not all of it. The full shows will not be ready to go until the inaugural sailing.
So here are the 8 neighborhoods on Star of the Seas.
All right, so the first one we're gonna go with is Surfside. And they have enhanced Surfside for families, and it actually has more of the analog style games. So I can't wait to see the enhancements on that. The next one is gonna be my favorite space on the ship, Central Park, where they have real plants, but with Star's twist.
I can't wait to see what that means.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Aqua Dome. The Aqua Dome is that see-through dome, and it is absolutely everything. I love the Aqua Dome area.
Might be one of our favorite spots, but stay tuned.
Yeah. The Hideaway, the adults only infinity pool paradise. Now, we didn't get to experience that much on the Icon.
Not that much, no.
We're gonna see if we can test that out this time. And we have 3 less days, so I don't know. The sports deck, which is where the Crown's Edge is. And it's definitely gonna test some courage if you try the Crown's Edge.
And the big question is if we try it.
In the Suites neighborhood, that is the ultimate luxury zone, and you have to be in a suite in order to access it. So we are probably gonna be skipping that one. Entertainment district, where the shows, the bars, and the nightlife all live. And last but not least, the Lime and Coconut, where the new hot tub location will be.
Well, it looks like they may have improved on the Icon's layout. Hopefully it's a better flow, better sight lines, extra hot tubs, and everything like that.
I hope so.
All right, so let's get into the dining.
Everything people want to know about on a cruise ship.
Because if you got bad food, you're more likely going to have a bad cruise.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to have the problem on this cruise, because there are over 40 venues where you can satisfy whatever palate you may have.
Absolutely.
So let's focus on the free for right now.
Free is the most important part.
Free for right now. They have the Windjammer, the Aqua Dome Market, and Surfside Bites.
Absolutely.
Pearl Cafe, and we cannot forget about Sorrento's.
Yes. Oh, Sorrento's is that's my absolute favorite. Not only that, they also have the Cafe Promenade where you can get little bites of like sandwiches and cookies and stuff.
Foods.
Yeah,
Finger foods, yeah.
Finger foods, yeah.
Let's get away from the free.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want that upscale.
You just want a little elevation.
You want an elevated experience.
Just a bit.
So tell us about the elevated experiences / the specialty dining.
Specialty dining on Star of the Seas. We're going to start with Celebration Table, Chops Grill, Empire Supper Club, Giovanni's Italian Kitchen, Hooked Seafood, Izumi Hibachi and Sushi, Izumi in the Park, Pier 7, Playmakers, which we don't mind paying a little for, Deserted, and additionally noted, the Star Class Suites do come with some complimentary dining that we would have to pay for, like Chops Grill and Trellis Bar.
I'm a very simple eater with a very simple palate. It's going to be Izumi for lunch, the hibachi, and Playmakers. That's it. That's all the elevated experience I need.
You know what? I'm not mad at it.
You shouldn't be.
I like it all. Let's do it.
So let's move on to the entertainment. Entertainment is where the Star really separates itself and has its own personality. The Icon has Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
The Star of the Sea is going to have Back to the Future's musical at sea.
And as an 80s kid, baby, I'm kind of excited about that. I love Michael J. Fox. I don't know if you know that.
But Michael J. Fox will not be in this presentation.
I mean, I know he's not, but it's still Back to the Future. But no, Michael J. Fox will not be attending. Yes. So not only are we possibly going to be seeing Back to the Future, because once again, this is a showcase selling and things tend to happen. We're looking forward to things like going to see other productions in the Royal Theater.
So some that we might be able to see is Torque, which is the show that's in the Aquadome.
Yes.
And those are usually amazing.
Yes, and hopefully we can get a little more than we got on Wonder. Just a tad.
Just a tad more. I'm sitting in the front row.
In the splash zone.
In the splash zone.
Okay, and then also you'll see some shows in the ice rink, and they do have comedy being used, even though that's not my cup of tea, but they do have comedy shows on board.
In live music venues.
Absolutely.
So, all right, let's talk about the Category 6 Waterpark, because we actually did all the slides on the Icon except for the drop slide.
We're not doing that.
Yep.
Now, when we were on the Icon, the good thing is the wait times for the Waterpark were pretty reasonable.
Yes.
So that was awesome, but we are hoping that Star kind of gives us that same flow, if not better.
So it's the same 6 slides that includes the Frightening Boat is a crazy name.
It's the tallest slide at sea, but it sounds a little frightening.
It sounds a little frightening. We might try it out.
Okay. Apparently there is also a better flow design of the Category 6 Waterpark, so there's not so much of a bottleneck. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And we don't need to forget that additional hot tub that they added in there.
Don't forget the hot tubs.
But I'm wondering.
What are you wondering, Shalon? Just say it. Just ask it. If you got a question, just ask a question.
Is the Crown's Edge on our bucket list?
It is something that I could do or couldn't do, and it wouldn't faze me at all. The Crown's Edge does come at a fee. Now, this is if you've seen the Icon of the Seas, you know it's kind of the, I don't know how you describe
obstacle course with a zip line element over the side of the ship.
Way to get technical.
There you go.
But it does come at a cost.
Yes. I don't know the initial cost now, because even with Icon, it started at one cost and then it changed once we got on board. So we don't want to give you misinformation. We'll wait until we get on board.
Just check your cruise planner.
Yes.
Always check your cruise planner.
Always check it.
For the prices, because those things can, like she said, tend to fluctuate.
Yes. So let's talk about where we're stopping.
That'd be the world famous Coco Cay.
Perfect day at Coco Cay?
It might be. Some days it is, some days it's not.
But one thing I do know is it's our only stop.
Only stop.
Only stop. We have 2 sea days and perfect day at Coco Cay, and that's it.
That just gives us more time to explore the ship.
Which I'm perfectly fine
But while
with.
at Coco Cay, we'll be going to Hideaway Beach.
Yes. Hideaway.
Hideaway.
That's my favorite spot. So Brandon, what are you most excited about for Star of the Seas?
You know, Siobhan, kind of going back on my time, my answer is always generally the same.
Okay, let's hear it.
My answer is, the main thing I'm most excited about is just being on the ship. Being able to witness everything that comes with the ship, everything that goes into being able to cruise in general.
Yes.
Just being blessed enough to live this life where we're able to go on the biggest cruise ship in the world, a $2 billion cruise ship. And I get to spend time with my wife. That is what I am most excited about.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, I am most excited about, once again, getting to sail with you this year because we've only taken 2 actually. Yeah. Either way, it's not enough. It's not enough. So we haven't cruised together since February, so I'm pretty excited about us doing that. But the most important thing is getting on the ship, bringing the content to you guys, and making sure you guys are prepared when you're getting ready to sail on Star of the Seas.
We did it. We do it for the people.
We do it for you guys. So guys, we are really excited for this trip.
Absolutely.
We will be going live whenever we can, so make sure you
have those notification bells on.
And
ding, ding.
And we will be bringing you as much detail as we can about the Star of the Seas. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them down in the comment section below. We'll try to answer as many as we can and get you whatever you want to see on the Star of the Seas.
Until the Star of the Seas.
Parker's out.
If you need assistance booking your next cruise, feel free to reach out to us at parkersonthego16@gmail.com and we can help you book your next cruise adventure.
Watch this video right here.